First time I ever saw True Colors, I had just moved back to Washington State. We had some property. I could start a horse farm, and I'd seen an ad for a herd dispersal in a livestock newspaper. I drove 6 hours to the middle of nowhere, and there was this thoroughbred mare. She just leapt right out at me. I had to have her. She looked like something out of a painting in the British National Gallery. She had a gorgeous black-gray foal, and she was teaching him where to put his feet, how to avoid the gopher holes. You know, that's the kind of mare you want, one that's going to teach their foal how to survive. 4 months later, True Colors is delivered, and I was in total shock. I didn't know what to think. This did not look like the same horse. I had her papers in my hand with all her markings, and they matched except for the head, because her head was full of bloody sores that the owner said was a fungus that they were treating with iodine. And I thought, God, this is not the horse I bought. We found out later that those were burns on her face and that she'd been in a range fire. The cold that she'd had was from smoke, and she hadn't had a cold, she'd had pneumonia. So she was extremely traumatized. Her being head shy was an understatement. I couldn't treat her burns, I couldn't get a halter on her off her, I couldn't lead her anywhere, she'd never been in a barn. What am I going to do with this horse? I don't think she's in foal. I said, what was I going to do with her? Then it turned out she was in foal. And when she had her foal, there was this miraculous transformation. She was another horse. She was like granite. She stood over this little baby. She let 2 vets and her 2 owners in there with her. We could do anything to her, as long as the baby's health was at stake. Later on, we discovered that she would take care of anybody's foal, which is pretty unique in the horse world. So her role on the farm is the keeper. She's the babysitter. She takes care of all of them. If I forget to bring her in from pasture, they all scream and cry until she comes in. If I take her away, they'll cry, where's she going? I believe animals have souls and individual characters, and you can learn as much from them if you give them a chance as you can learn from people. One thing True Colors taught me was patience and to have faith. You can move mountains if you just think about how you're going to do it. There's a saying in the horse world, a good broodmare is a pearl without price, and that you're allowed only one pearl without price horse in a lifetime, and you're lucky to have one at that. So if you were to have said to me 25 years ago, this is your pearl without price horse, I would have given up horses. And now that she's 33, I'm wondering, what am I going to do without her? We've come full circle, that I've come to need her very much.